How can you modify tents for survival scenarios? Imagine being out in the wild, and your shelter needs to be tougher and more reliable. Sometimes, your basic tent just isn't enough to handle extreme weather or rough terrain. That's when knowing how to make simple modifications can really come in handy. Let's go through some practical ways to upgrade your tent for survival situations. First, reinforce high-stress areas like the points where guy lines attach and the seams around the door. Use strong fabric patches made from materials like cordura or heavy-duty nylon. Sew or glue these patches over worn spots to prevent tearing. Double up the seams with waterproof tape or seam sealer for extra durability. Next, think about weather protection. Adding a tarp over your tent can make a big difference. Tie a tarp as a lean-to or A-frame shelter over your tent to keep rain and wind at bay. Make sure the lower edge of the tarp is angled downward to direct water away. Secure it tightly with stakes or rocks so it doesn't flap in strong winds. To stay warm in cold conditions, create a debris mattress inside your tent. Gather dry leaves, pine needles, or small branches and pile them on the ground under your sleeping area. This natural layer insulates your body from the cold ground. You can also pile natural materials around the base of your tent to block drafts and wind chill. Ventilation is key to avoiding condensation. Cut small mesh panels into your tent or add mesh windows to allow airflow. This helps keep the interior dry and reduces the chance of mold or frost forming. Use natural anchors like heavy rocks to secure stakes in soft or loose soil where stakes might not hold well. Place rocks on the stakes or tie guy lines around them for extra stability. Inside your tent, organize your gear by creating designated zones. Move your sleeping area away from the door to avoid drafts. Hang small pouches or loops for gear storage. If your tent gets damaged, patch holes with duct tape or use paracord to reinforce poles or guy lines. Adding extra guy lines can help your tent stand firm in high winds. For signaling or heat retention, attach reflective materials or emergency blankets inside or outside the tent. These reflected heat back inside or can catch the attention of rescuers. All these small modifications can make your tent more resilient, warmer, and easier to live in during survival situations. They help you stay safe, dry, and comfortable when conditions turn harsh. Remember, the goal is to adapt your gear to meet your needs and the environment you're in. With a little effort, your tent can become a much more effective survival shelter.